It's about Halloween, let's go! It's a common misconception that Myers' mask is made out of a William Shatner mask. It's actually made out of marshmallow fluff and dead hornets. Laurie Strode stabs Myers with a coat hanger in the eye. A little known fact is that if it had been a chainsaw, she would have really fucked his shit up. Michael Myers eats a dog in this movie, but he much prefers hamburgers. Preferably with ketchup, probably because it looks like blood. It's believed that if Michael Myers was a shark, his killing rate would drop 98%. This is because sharks can't hold knives. In this scene, Linda thinks her boyfriend is under the sheet, but he's not. It's actually Michael Myers. If you stick around for 42 more seconds of the movie, you'll see proof of this. In a post-mortem interview, Judith Myers said that if she had to do it all over again, she would lock her bedroom door. Michael Myers attacking teenagers is fairly common. However, teenagers attacking Michael Myers is much more rare. While Myers' motives for killing are unknown, new research has found his killings may have been inspired by the low quality of adult films in the 1970s. Yeah, that's probably accurate. Actor Charles Cyphers shit his pants during this scene and maintained composure. That's dedication to your craft, especially with a Mongo Duke in your trousers.
I guess everyone's entitled to one good scare, huh?
Nurse Marion Chambers has stated that she did have trouble sleeping at night after being attacked by Michael Myers. She believes her sleeplessness may have something to do with the attack, but she can't be sure. I'm so disappointed right now. You haven't hit that subscribe button, you haven't hit that like button, I'm looking at you. Hit that shit right now, and then I'm going to give you some bonus facts, baby. You can use these bonus facts to impress people at parties. You're going to get laid after I give you these. You're going to get business, you're going to get fucking employed after this shit. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment, do it all right now. Give me your social security number. It's okay, baby. Make it happen. I'm going to get into these bonus facts, but I'll wait on you to hit that button. Go ahead. Okay, let's go. In an interview, Jamie Lee Curtis told TMZ that director John Carpenter smelled like cigarettes and malcontents while on set. Donald Pleasance played the role of Dr. Samuel Loomis more than any other actor in the history of the world. After Myers' attacks on Haddonfield residents, it's been reported that 92% of people just started locking their doors at night. The other 8% hope to post their encounter with Michael on TikTok. Speaking of which, do you follow us on TikTok? Well, you better. Hey, what's up, HorrorFam? Get your beach towel and sunscreen, because we're about to have some fun in the sun. That's right, my friends. Talk Horror is going to hit the beach, because in this video, we're going to take a look at 10 things Michael Myers and killer sharks have in common. But before we get started, please make sure you're part of the Horror Fam by hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel. I touched on this subject at the end of my 10 Things You Didn't Know About Halloween Resurrection video, in which Freddy, played by Busta Rhymes,
let's see what you got,
drops a sage observation about serial killer Michael Myers as he's taken away in a body bag.
Mr. Harris, would you like to make a statement?
What can you tell us about Michael Myers?
Michael Myers is not a soundbite, a spin-off, tie-in, some kind of celebrity scandal. Michael Myers is a killer shark.
Most viewers didn't give this line much thought, but now it's time to take this topic into deep waters and really sink our teeth into it. Number 1, they both eat too much protein. We all know sharks are pretty damn narcissistic when it comes to improving their physique, always eating as much protein as they can. But this dude from Halloween Resurrection seems to think Myers has a major protein problem himself.
Never underestimate the effect of a poor diet. Too much protein, not enough zinc. Next thing you know, you're cutting up bodies in your bathtub.
I always thought this dude may have been full of shit, but this must have really resurrected something in Rob Zombie's mind, because just look at this. God damn! To be fair, I think there's more than protein at work here. Myers is the damn Lance Armstrong of the slashers, apparently. performance-enhancing drugs. Number 2, they both tried to kill LL Cool J. Poor LL Cool J just can't catch a damn break. First, Michael Myers tried to kill him in Halloween H2O, and not even a year later he had killer sharks trying to turn him into a man-witch. And to my knowledge, he never lived out his dream of becoming an author.
Johnny, it's unrealistic. This whole writing career is unrealistic.
Number 3, neither actually wear overalls. In Halloween Resurrection, you may remember this legendary bit of dialogue given to us courtesy of Busta Rhymes.
Michael Myers is a killer shark. Baggy-ass overalls. He gets kicks off of killing everything and everyone that he comes across. That's all.
Despite Busta clearly being the scholar that he is, neither Myers nor killer sharks actually wear overalls. In all fairness, there may actually be an explanation for this. Busta has a long-standing love affair with overalls. Number 4, they have black eyes. Remember the blackest eyes speech delivered by Dr. Loomis in the original Halloween?
The blackest eyes. The devil's eyes.
Well, Quint says something very similar in Jaws.
Another thing about a shark, he's got lifeless eyes, black eyes, like a doll's eye.
Oh, did he just call sharks baby dolls? Number 5, they eat dogs. It's rare when we get a look at Myers' need to feed, but we got a peek in the original Halloween when he scarfs down Lassie.
It's still warm. He got hungry.
Most people wouldn't think of the canine being part of a shark's diet, too, but that's how this poor guy lost his puppy. Everyone forgets about poor Pippet the dog being eaten, mostly because of Alex Kittner getting annihilated right after. Alex Kittner, what an attention whore.
Bruh.
Number 6, both try to kill children. Well, we saw what happened to Alex Kittner, but Myers has also tried to take out some kiddies along the way. He's just terrible at it. Why can't Myers be that cool uncle like Gary Busey in Silver Bullet, who just shows up, gets drunk, builds you a hot rod of a wheelchair, gets drunk, laughs obnoxiously, gives you fireworks to blow your hand off, gets drunk, and goes home? You're really missing out on those golden years, Mikey.
Hey, Jesus, Palomino.
Number 7, they have imposters.
I'm only a dolphin, ma'am.
A dolphin? Well, okay.
They say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. L. Ron Hubbard. Myers and sharks have had their share of imitators. Let's not forget these little paint gobblers in Jaws who incited a panic and nearly got themselves shot in the process.
He made me do it. He told me to do it.
And no matter how Gary Busey drunk you get, you'll never wipe away the memory of Busta Rhymes dressing up as Michael Myers.
God damn. What the hell somebody gotta do to get a little decent help up in this motherfucker?
Number 8, the 5-0 hate them. If you thought the cops had it out for Randy Quaid, he ain't got nothing on Mikey and Killer Sharks. Mike's pissed off about every cop in every movie he's been in, typically by killing their daughter.
3 kids. One of them was Annie.
And let's not forget when the shark in Jaws got on Chief Brody's bad side. He was already pissed about it eating people, but by God, when it broke that dock, you're asking Brody to put up with murder and vandalism? That's just one step too damn far, buddy. Number 9, both try to kill their siblings. Mikey's always had a problem getting along with his siblings. And sharks definitely have the same problem.
Before they are born, The sand tiger shark pups compete with their siblings. In fact, the strongest pup in each of the 2 wombs devours its weaker brothers and sisters.
Fuck the ocean. Number 10, you can kill them with oxygen tanks. Oxygen tanks! It's their only weakness! Let's not forget that Myers got his ass handed to him by an oxygen tank.
It is time, Michael.
And the shark from Jaws was dumb enough to use an oxygen tank as a chew toy, so its fate was pretty similar.
Fire, you son of a...
And that's it for this video. Who is it?
Telegram, sir.
Telegram? Is this that killer shark? Well, horror fam. How's it going out there, folks? Huh? How are y'all doing tonight? Let me see who's in here. Who have we got? Oh my goodness, we have Brian Perry, we have J.K., we have J.P., Samuel Stokes, D.O.D., oh my goodness, and who is this little heathen on our hands down here? Nate Blanche, oh my God. What a crazy little dude. We got Jonas going on, we got the Fiji Flower. What's up, Fiji? Random Geek, J-Dubs, oh my God, the horror fam is in here strong tonight, baby, I love it. Oh my goodness, it's the most fun you can have standing up, huh? Or sitting down, either way. So, tonight, I have some special surprises in store because I'm not doing this podcast alone. Let me tell you something, man. This podcast right here is too hardcore to do all by my lonesome, okay? Because tonight I'm going to be ranking the Halloween Michael Myers masks from best to shittiest, and that's just quite an undertaking. This is too much of an undertaking. I wish there was somebody that could help me with this list. I wish there was somebody of integrity, somebody of spirit, somebody of charisma, somebody of attitude, somebody intelligent in the horror realm, somebody with possibly a doctor. If there was a doctor, can we get a doctor in here? Where's the doctor? Oh my God! It's Doctor Briggs! Look at that, folks. Oh my goodness, we have the Doctor Briggs. Well, I'll tell you what, man. So, 1 second here, Doc. I'm having a little bit of audio issues. Let me back out. I'm going to let you take over for a second. I'm going to back out. You keep everybody entertained. And I'm going to see if I can't fix this. So, give me just 1 second, brother. Okay, nobody can hear Briggs at all. It's saying Briggs is muted. What is going on, Briggs? Can everybody hear me? Is everything kosher? Okay, well, I'll go solo while Briggs figures out his mic situation. We'll be able to hear him when he comes back. He may need to leave the studio and come back entirely. I don't know. But let me tell you what, man. We have a special announcement tonight because you may notice a little symbol there beside of JK's name. He's a moderator now. Hell yeah. JK, welcome to the team, brother, man. Let's get some hands up in the chat for JK. He stands with the Dragon Blues now, our little moderator team. We're going to keep everybody happy, healthy, and safe in the chat. No problems. And thank you all for coming through telling me that I hear a little bit of audio coming through on Briggs' end. I heard him rustling some cables. He's rustling his jimmies.
Ooh, could it be?
Well, yep, you're a little low though, Briggs. A little low, brother.
Let's see what can be done about that.
Yeah, see if you can figure some good out over there. So yes, we have J.K. as a mod, and I'm going to distract everybody. What's up, Jeremy Scott Clark? Welcome to the stream, brother Jack dude. He's coming through the Twitch Talk Horror stream, man. Always good to see some Twitchers in here, baby. That's a little Dawn of the Dead remake reference. But while Briggs is working on his audio over there, I'll just go ahead and go through a little bit of info for y'all until he can join us here. So last night, well, I'll hold on to that for Briggs. So a couple things here. We have JK as a moderator. Tonight's donation goals, I'm going to put a little ticker there on the bottom of the screen for everybody so you can see what our goals are. I've set a happy Halloween goal of a total of $500. If we hit that, that's my goal for the whole month of October. That'd be sweet. We have the members only live stream coming up on October 8th. That's Sunday, October 8th. It'll be at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If anybody wants to get on that end of that, all you have to do is be a channel member. It is a members only exclusive. They get a bonus live stream this month. So the link is in the description below if anybody wants to check into that. Briggs, are you with me now?
Hello? Well.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we have Briggs back. Oh my God, Briggs! Whoa!
Can you hear me? Can you hear me coming now?
Well, you're in front of the Myers house, bro. Why you gotta scare me like this?
It may be too late.
Oh my God. And I'm loving the Talk Horror shirt, man. When did you get your hands on that?
Let me see this.
He's still messing with his audio a little bit there. So, for those of you...
Now I'm having trouble hearing you. That's the only thing.
The damn audio issues. It's the curse of Michael Myers. That's what it is, Briggs.
The curse of Michael Myers, you say?
It is. So, can you hear me now?
I can. Consider that curse broken.
Nice. Briggs, I mean, you come in here, you're making us look bad, dude. You're a fashionista. Where did you get such a snazzy shirt, man?
You have to understand, we're two broke guys over here at my girlfriend's house. We got to split one shirt between the two of us, so I can thank her for the shirt.
Nice. Well, let me tell you, man, if anybody else wants to look super snazzy, pick up all the ladies. All you have to do is click that link in the description below, and I am rocking the brand new Halloween 2023 limited edition Talk Horror shirt. So that's in the description below if anybody wants to get their hands on that.
So cute, Bo.
Thank you, Briggs. I know I am.
So how are you going to bring that in on a Michael Myers mask night, Bo?
Hey, man, I ain't worried about Mike. He's got to know who his daddy is. Even baby Jason is Michael Myers' daddy. So Briggs, man, before we get into ranking these masks, and there's a shit ton we got to get into, I wanted to talk to you, man. So last night, Anna and I finally lived a dream. I finally lived a dream of mine that I've had for a long time, dude. Dreams do come true, because check this out, dude. We went and saw The Exorcist 50th anniversary in theaters, brother.
Yes,
we sure did. Check that out, man.
Oh my God.
Yes. Before the movie, okay, and I'm not talking about the bullshit. They're like, oh, the movie starts at 7, and then they play all this shit and tack it on. Before the movie, so like I walk in at like 6:30 because of course I had to get there early just in case. Dude, they were playing Exorcist trivia.
Yeah.
And
did you know 10 things that everybody else didn't?
I did know 10 things. I'm sitting there in the audience, just shouting shit out and, yeah, Father Marin, yeah, Damien, Jack Nicholson.
That must have been epic.
Dude, it was awesome, and they played the 50th anniversary which is going to be a new release. They're releasing the Ultimate Collector's Edition 50th anniversary for The Exorcist, and they totally added new material to the film.
You're shitting me, Bo.
I'm not shitting you. I'm not shitting you at all, brother.
I bet you could tell right off whenever a scene was added. Was it good stuff? Was it positive?
Dude, so yes, I'm getting chills thinking about it, dude. I was so, because it's a dream come true, and I want to thank Samuel Stokes for telling me that they were re-releasing it in theaters, because I didn't know that they were going to be doing that. And dude, the stuff they added was, I have chills, man. I have chills. I sat there, and I'm not going to lie, man, I cried like the whole movie.
Oh,
I cried the whole movie because it's so beautiful, so perfect. I just sat there having to breathe through my mouth because like my nose was all stuffy. Dude, they added so they added music. So now it's very subtle. But they added music in scenes that originally didn't have music.
Huh.
So it's a little more foreboding in those scenes. But they also added a little more subliminal imagery.
They do that with every release.
And Blanche coming through, got that swag going on. Look at them dance moves he's got, brother. Nate coming through with $1 through Super Chat, getting me closer to my goal of $500 for Halloween.
Booyah!
Yes. So Briggs, man, they added subliminal imagery, and it wasn't just Captain Howdy, brother.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't just Captain Howdy. I'm going to leave it at that. The fucking sound in a theater from The Exorcist was incredible. You could hear things and Friedkin upped the contrast on this cut. So now things stick out, and you see things that you originally didn't get to see.
That is wild. We've both seen one of our favorite horror films on the big screen now, Bo.
Yeah, because you saw Phantasm.
In 4K.
In 4K. Yeah, this was in 4K, dude. It was so wicked. We have people asking in the chat, where's the link? I'm going to get that up. Give me just 1 second here. I don't know why that got disabled. It should be enabled now, and the links should be coming. If not, I will get on that. But let's see. Let me see here. Until then, I will paste the link in the chat for those of you who would like to donate, because we're getting that requested. But dude, Briggs, man, it's such a great movie. So incredible to see it that way, dude. Phenomenal, dude. Phenomenal. The 50th anniversary edition you're going to have to check out, man.
God, what a wonderful way to preemptively wash the taste of David Gordon Green's Exorcist out of your mouth.
Oh, isn't that the truth? Isn't that just the damn truth? And I saw that I saw where that movie is already rated like a 5 on IMDb.
That's
already
impressive.
A 5, dude. Like that movie has shit itself so bad.
Oh.
Yes. So incredible experience, Briggs. I just had to tell you about it. We're another thing before we get into this, man, we're going down our 31 days of Halloween. Have you started one?
No, we didn't end up starting one. I've been busy as hell. My schedule's ungodly. I need to just put in a day where I marathon a bunch of October flicks and put myself in the mood, you know.
Oh man, I hear you, dude. So me and Anna, we have. Oh, Chad Edmonds with the $25. Thank you, Chad. You total beast of a man. I can't even remember what I set up for the $25. Wear the Michael Myers mask for 5 minutes. Oh my God. Come on, dude. How can you do that to me?
We get to decide when that 5 minutes is going to be, Bo. You got to wear it when you're discussing the mask that it most closely resembles.
Oh my God. Well, shit. Oh my God. Okay, I think I can handle that, Briggs. But Chad, if you want to kick in another 25, brother, I'll send you another package. That is the special $50 goal in the night. Whoever does a $50 donation gets a special package from me, a little Halloween treat. Little Halloween treat. I got them right here, Briggs. But let me tell you something, man. So we've been doing the 31 days. And even though I watch these movies every night before bed, I still turn on like Roseanne Halloween episodes and make Anna watch them. Have you watched them all?
I have not watched all the Roseanne Halloween episodes, Bo. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. You're not. Just watch the very first one they ever did. After that, you're not missing. After that, there's some other good ones. But dude, once you get into the later seasons, it's a shit fest, bro.
Oh. And you're still watching them all?
I'm still watching them all. There's not a lot, but there's probably like, I don't know, 8, something like that. But
nice.
5 to 8, somewhere in there. But man, once you get into like that dumb season where she's rich, it's like that was the most nonsensical episode I've ever seen of like anything.
Are the ghosts real in that Halloween episode, Bo?
Dude, they are. It's the ghost of fucking Tom Arnold's spirit after being with her. But yeah, dude, I just wanted to throw that out there, man. That's, we've been sticking to it. We have stuck to our 31 days of Halloween.
Nice. I have done that once.
Yes. All right. Well, hey, you gotta make it a thing, Briggs. You gotta have conviction, bro.
People with conviction are strong, Steve.
Briggs is a weak man, especially after tonight and what I have in store for you, dude.
Are we going to have to argue tonight, Bo? Don't you think we can come to a compromise on these?
I don't know, dude. I think we're ready to admit which masks are shitty and which ones ain't. Like,
we'll find out. I've got some pretty hot opinions for you.
Damn. Okay. Well, we're about to get started. I want to welcome John Heckman, Patty Heckman. I see they're hopping in the Chatterooski here. Nate is wanting me to wear the Myers mask for an hour. Dude, somebody would literally have to throw in fucking, well, that. What the fuck is that? I think
that's beyond the trick or treat, motherfucker.
That is beyond the trick or treat, mother. And he's got us up to 35% of our goal. Just like that. What the fuck, Chad, have you done?
The only thing we're going to be hearing from you tonight, Steve, is...
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what the trick or treat motherfucker goal is, Briggs. Maybe we can figure that out as...
That was a trick right there. There is no goal.
Yeah, there is no goal, Chad. What do you think of that, man? Trick or treat, bud. I don't know. We're gonna have to figure something out for it. Maybe Briggs revealing a little bit of chest hair there. Oh shit! Goodness great! Oh my God, Briggs! Whoa, so PG-13, bro. PG-13, Briggs.
That's right. I gotta save something for $300.
Yeah, he's got to say. It's more where that came from, dude. Oh my God. Yeah, so I'll put the mask on here in a minute, but shit, no, I forgot my ice packs, JK, and it is hot in here, dude. Like, damn.
That's the whole reason I did mine outside instead of where you usually see me.
Oh, for real?
It is a hot box. My AC at my house is broken. Seriously,
Oh my
I'm not out.
God.
I'm not outside for real though.
Oh my God, dude. I feel your pain. No AC sucks. Well, Chad wants the rant and he wants the Myers mask. I'll tell you what, I'll definitely do the rant by the end of the stream
Yes.
about David Gordon Green and Jason Blum.
Go
But I think
redneck
Briggs
Randy on
should
those
have to do it.
bastards.
I think Briggs should have to do it. We've never heard Briggs's true feelings.
We could double team David Gordon Green, man. We have enough anger at that man to feel more than just us.
Oh my God. Yes. Yes, I like it. Briggs, who's that behind you? Oh, shit.
That was one good scare, Steve.
Well, everyone's entitled to one, bro. Okay, man. Okay. Here we go. Briggs, I've lined these up, and the only questionable one here, HorrorFam, what in the hell is it? This mask right here is the only one I don't recognize. And me and Briggs talked about it, and we believe that has to be like the flashback mask, right?
From Kills, yeah, because it's like an exact kind of replica of the original, just it looks like in higher depth than that pic we got of that.
Yeah. But now, Briggs, let's start our ranking, and we got to start with the one that started it all. The night he came home, Briggs. Michael Myers mask from Halloween 1. I think, now me and Briggs, the way this is going to work, I'm not just going to be the alpha male here and just put my picks all over the place like I would usually treat Briggs. We're going to come together and we're going to deliberate, and we will mutually decide on a ranking, Briggs. How's that sound?
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, but I think we're going to very quickly mutually decide where the OG goes.
Yeah.
There's a reason why Halloween from 1978 spawned so many damn sequels, and part of it, the masks don't get any better than that.
No, it has to go here. Like you said, it's the one that started it all. It's a totally unique concept, a totally unique mask. Of course, it was originally a William Shatner Halloween mask that they painted white. Yeah. And that's how we got the iconic Michael Myers mask. So it took some creativity there.
Mm-hmm. Some creativity and a lot of do-it-yourself filmmaking.
Yes. So this is definitely S tier right here.
Yeah, just imagine any one of those other masks in God knows how many of the iconic scenes from the original Halloween where you just see his mask in the background, him at the edge of the hedges, like stabbing Annie in the car. Just maybe it's just William Shatner painted white, but it's got such an iconic kind of like my business is death look to it.
Well, it does, and I mean, and that's a good point, Briggs. I mean, you know the picture they have on him here. He's on the telephone. I mean, he could be closing deals right here. You know, this is party in the front, business in the back kind of look he has in the original, and
it's just
I think that
totally
pays dividends.
Void of emotion. Like there's no hate, no anger in it. It's like Patrick Bateman getting ready to face the day, kind of like.
Yeah.
This is what he's got to do. This is what he lives for.
Yeah, it strips him of his humanity. You know, he is just a walking void. He's the shape. And by the time we get to Halloween 2, though, Briggs, here's where the debate comes in. I want to see in the chat, because I know we all agree on the S tier placement of the original Halloween mask. I want to know where people would rank the Halloween 2 mask, because some things changed for this one. Now, number one, Briggs, the Halloween 2 mask is latex, of course. Now that shit's going to degrade over time.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, but you have a couple things that went on here. So you have fucking yellowing of the material. You have cigarette smoke and just, all the general bullshit that this mask has been through.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you toss, because this is the same mask from the original. This is like the only time they use the same mask.
Just after 2 years of living with Deborah Hill.
Yeah, this is 2 years under Deborah Hill's bed. So it's got that good boogie-oogie on top of it. But the thing is, you throw Dick Warlock under this mask,
Mm-hmm.
and he has a much rounder face than Nick Castle. So you get almost a totally different look.
I would never guess, just by looking at it, that it is the same mask. Like that, on top of the fact that he's got such a smaller collar on that jumpsuit, and it looks like the hair is kind of like patted down too. Like it, even though it takes place in the same night, it looks like it's been through hell.
Well, Myers is going, in this one, I mean, that's what I'm saying. And, the slicked back look, the rounder face, like you said, he's got the collar popped a little bit like a Dracula. He's got the hair slicked back. I'm sensing some real Robert Palmer vibes here. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. It's almost got kind of an action villain look to it. It's just like, as opposed to like the collar going out, like it's just such a like sleek silhouette that Dick Warlock plus the bigger head makes that. The mask from 2, I don't know if you wanted to get the audience's reactions first, but I had a particular slot I was going to put it. I don't know about you, Bo.
Yeah. I think by this point, I would put it at an A tier, Briggs. I think I would put it here, but now, do you agree with that?
That was what I was going to say, and I'm kind of surprised we came to a consensus that fast, because I know Halloween 2 is your favorite of the franchise.
It is, but here's the thing, Briggs. Now this is a sequel. This one set the precedent. This will set the bar right here. But if this was the scene with the bloody teardrops coming down his face, it would be absolutely S tier for me.
God, but that's just one scene in the whole movie.
It is, but it's like a finale it's a crescendo at the end of that movie. By the time so for the most of the movie, the mask is an A, but it's an S by the end of it.
Yeah, that is an iconic shot. They even used it for the Scream Factory cover. Like Bleeding Eyes Myers is you can tell they wanted to end the series right there. They wanted to retire the character, but we know that didn't happen.
And Briggs, you just dropped something a little bit hot on us casually there that I would like to call attention to among the horror fam. So you use the term Bleeding Eyes Myers, and that has a nice ring to it, Briggs. So I'm gonna go ahead and say a $10 donation goal, and Briggs has to make a rap called Bleeding Eyes Myers. And just you got to take it to the streets, Briggs. You got to mean it, bro. You got to lay down that hot goodness. You know what I'm saying? But only if we hit $10, Briggs. Only if we hit $10, you got to bust out. You got to bust out your lyrical poetry on us.
Only if we get that $10, Bo.
Only if we get that $10. And let me tell you something, folks. This is a man who listens to Stitches. He ain't no fuck boy. He'll lay something hot on us.
And this is a man who collects money for a living, so how much can you pay today? We have many non-fee payment options available, folks, here at Talk Horror.
Yeah, Briggs is I don't know if Briggs is docking himself a little bit there, but Briggs works in collections, so he'll lay it on your ass. He's the ultimate salesman. He's the wolf of freaking Elm Street. Hey, Bald man, I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, look at Mr. VCast89. Mr. VCast89, thank you for the sub, bro. I appreciate the hell out of that. Welcome to the horror fam. Bald, I haven't seen you in a hot minute, brother. What happened to you? Oh my goodness, that's some alumni right there. DOD, I have that sip, baby. Look, I am double pumping tonight. I got a double pump for Myers. I mean, I can't slack on this shit. So Briggs, we're going to go ahead and lay another one down. We're going to lay another one down. You know, I think these people are getting a little bit too complacent. They're ready for some action.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're moving up. What the hell is this? I had these arranged earlier and it reset it on me. I had them in order. So next up we have Halloween 4, Briggs, your personal favorite in the series, where we introduce the lovely character Bucky. I know you're a huge fan of him. I know you're a huge fan of Ted Hollister, whacking off in the bushes, gets himself ganked. So
hey, Halloween 1 through 4, skipping 3 if you please. Like that's the series to me. Like it could have ended there. I would have been happy. For The Mask, though, it's kind of got that fan film quality to it. Like, it doesn't look like it's got that sturdy texture the others do. I'll give it something. It looks even more soulless, but it looks just kind of like...
Well, I want to know what the horror fam has to say. Drop those comments in the chat right now, and I'll bring them up. But... is it just me? And I want to ask people, I want to know, is this just me, or did the mask from part 4, does that shit look like number one, you could argue that it looks like Casper, the friendly
I think it looks more like William Shatner than the first one did.
Yeah, it does. Or, to me, it's always looked like a light bulb or something.
God, yeah, it's super white. Like, that's part of having no texture to it. There's not as many shadows.
Well, and then he has this 5-finger forehead. His hair is slicked back, which just brings attention to that shit. Like, you could fucking go skiing on Michael Myers' forehead in part 4. And once again, though, Briggs, he's got that collar pop, so he's got a little bit of
yeah, it looks
fashionable look here. He could be like Adam Levine or something, you know.
It looks less like he's an international assassin and more like he's Michael Myers.
Yeah. Well, yeah, J.K. brings up an excellent point here. He says that mask sucked so bad they used the old mask on the poster.
Yeah, I saw the posters, that can't be the same thing. Like, that's not even an angle. They use different art.
Oh my God, dude. And I am LMNOP calling it out. It has sideburns! What the fuck?
Oh, okay.
Jonas hit it, baby. Jonas hit it, saying he's got some goofy ass shoulder pads or some shit. He's bringing that 80s vibes in this one, dog. Oh, man. What is this, Briggs? You're in deep shit now, brother. Random Geek ain't going to let you slide. You see this?
I know, Random Geek.
He's like, you gonna spit them bars or what, baby?
Somebody had to do
it. Random Geek laying it down. I'm gonna solo Briggs too. You got to do. I'm putting you on the spot. You need me to lay down a beat for you?
No. Okay. Try it with the beat. I'll try not to butcher the syncing up the lyrics too bad. I got something. This is your $10 rap, guys.
All right, so I'm going to lay down the beat, and let's get Random Geek dancing a little bit here first. Look at that Michael Myers dance. Random Geek making the Myers dance, baby. What a stud. And look at that, man. He's taken the stream boss away from Chad. We're up to $186 on the night. But Briggs, let me tell you something, man. Okay, so I'm going to lay down a beat. And then I want Briggs to talk with me. And I want everybody to confirm that you can hear both of our audio. Because sometimes these setups cancel each other out so you don't talk over each other. So here we go, Briggs. You ready? You can say anything.
Anything. anything. Test 1, 2, 3. Anything but that. Can you hear us both? Are we dope? I want to hear from you.
Yeah, let's see. What do y'all people do you hear both of us? Oh man, Briggs is going. I'll tell you what, man. We get another. Oh shit, they can hear it, Briggs. I'll tell you what. The next goal, we get another $10 tip. Briggs has to take the ponytail down and fucking transform into his final form.
Yes.
Yeah.
From treasure to trash. How do you like that, Chad?
All right, Briggs, I'm going to lay it down, bro. I'm going to lay down this sick beat, bro, and I want you to come in and fire it like it's hot. What's this title called, Briggs?
Bleeding Eyes Myers, bro. Bleeding Eyes Myers, burned in a fire, cut the medic staff down, now he's out of the town. Be back with a vengeance at a one Stonehenge twist.
God damn, son! Somebody get a fucking bucket of water and put this man out! This stream is on fire tonight. Hey, God almighty. What's he got? He's gonna... Oh, man! Yeah, look at he's getting fired up. Fired up. He's got that gin flowing. Oh, my goodness gracious.
I got that Curse of Myers blood swag.
Oh, Chad with the $10 dono bombs, baby. Look at that, Briggs. Chad,
you got to rap this time.
Yeah, Briggs, you're gonna have to solo that ponytail, brother. That son of a bitch. You're gonna have to mean business, dude. Like Rob Van Dam coming off that top rope. You know what I'm saying?
Know exactly.
God
what you mean,
almighty! God damn! Holy shit!
Like a superhero who gets my powers from my hair.
Briggs. You know, I'm going to try to keep this a PG-13 family-friendly stream, but I haven't been this... I'm just going to say it, Briggs. I haven't been this aroused since Fabio got hit in the face with that bird, man.
Man, David Cronenberg makes a movie about that, dude.
Damn, he does?
No, he made one about getting aroused by car crashes. I imagine bird crashes has got to be a logical continuation.
Damn. Briggs, I'm telling you what, man, that was some sexual chocolate. Briggs,
pass me some.
Briggs, you need to be careful, dude. You're getting out of hand. You're going to cause me to have another flare up on my lip, bro. We got to settle down. We got to move on to H4 here. Oh my God, look at that. He's got the sexual. Oh shit, is that one of those ghoulish green Twixes?
Yeah.
What? Oh my God, you stud. You stud of a man. Just bringing in all the goodies tonight. I can't believe this. All right,
am I chopping out for everybody, or is it just me? Because I've noticed my frame rate drop horribly while I was. Maybe the site was just protecting y'all from this raw sexual energy, but.
Dude, it's okay, man. Hey, it's okay, bro. You were a little bit choppy, but it's probably because there was 3 million people that came in and watched that rap battle, and then the ponytail came. You're breaking servers, dude. Damn.
Dude, Michael, the next Myers Mask has got to cop this hairstyle.
Dude,
that would be a tier above. We'd have to create a new tier above the original for that.
Yeah, we would. Billy Ray Cyrus Myers, man. I would love it. I would love it. Hey, but let me tell you something, man. So part 4, everybody's saying that this could be the worst in the franchise.
I wouldn't go that bad. Like, there's definitely worse constructed masks than the one from part 4. Like, I might even put it up to A tier myself, but after the talk, I personally would say the Boogeyman. It's the Boogeyman.
That's where I was going. That's where I was going with it.
Yeah, so it's soulless, but it's not quite the primo Myers that we're used to.
No. And you know what? It's like this Myers too, and that may be, like the mask may not be the best, but Myers was so scary in Halloween 4 that it boosts the mask up a little bit to me, because like Myers took some damage in this one and just kept coming, you know.
There's something soulless about it, you know, not quite as malevolent as the original Mask, but just like totally, it's still got that void factor to it. Like it's very cold rather than in the middle.
Agreed, man. Hey, and dude, the ponytail coming down brought Grassman in here. Totally, man.
Raise a grass, glass man.
Bald wants to know what's your favorite Halloween movie, Briggs. Mine is, of course, Halloween 2, the original Halloween 2.
Mine's actually the original Halloween. Hot take as that might be, it's not actually 4. Just, I really respect the shit out of 4. It was the one that I grew up with, and I think it's really effective. It holds up for me.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Well, hey, Briggs, now it's time to move on. It's time to get our hands a little bit dirty here. We have Halloween 5, Briggs, and this one to me always gave me that, like, Michael Myers scarecrow vibes. Like, that hair is just going a little bit wild and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's like a piece of Greek artwork to me. The way those eyes are just kind of like sharp-ended ovals, and it's got kind of the rounded, like, big ass forehead. Like, it is the most off model like I've seen Michael Myers. It looks like a mask. It's definitely not William Shatner. It's like Michael Myers if they sprayed a Tom Noonan mask white or something.
Oh my God, Tom Noonan, nice name drop. Yeah, dude, like, yeah, this one, it's like you said, it's like, it's definitely the most off-brand Myers mask probably of the franchise. Like, all the rest, like, you can tell they were going, like, you know, trying to recreate the original or whatever.
For like that one like bleak moment in 1989, like somebody in the prop department did not watch a Halloween film before making it.
Yeah. And I am Element OP asks, you know, why the neck is not ever tucked in, you know, on this one. And it's like, dude, Myers decided, he's letting it all hang out in this one, man. He's not pulling any punches.
He'd been living with a hermit for the past year. He's gone a little lazy.
Yeah, he has. He was sleeping, dude. He was snoozing for an entire year. Wakes up, got a new roommate, got a bird that won't shut up. Fucking Tukey just raising hell all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like...
It makes him look like he's got such a thick neck, though.
And that is true. He's got like a damn corpse grinder, Corey Taylor, damn Mike Tyson neck or something. Like, Myers he's been fucking hitting neck day hard, Briggs.
I don't know if anybody's got any fond memories of this mask in chat. Does anybody have any good words to say about the mask from Halloween 5?
I don't think so, man. I think we're going to have to drop this. I mean, I don't know.
Michael looks like an alien to Nate Blanche.
Yes, he does. Oh, my God. Yeah, we know where Nate would put it, but it's like, man, there might be some masks worse than this one, oddly enough to me, but...
It's a tough one. Like I said, is the one that it sticks out like a sore thumb, even among the ones you see down here with damage on them. Like, the face is different.
Yes, yeah. Man, where would you put it, Briggs? I'm gonna let you, like, I'm between these two, as you can, I'm sure, tell. So
take that damn thing off.
Take that shit off, people. You heard it. Take that shit off.
Halloween 5 is one of the most mediocre movies in the franchise, but that mask does it no favors.
Tina. Yeah, man, that shit's got to get out of here. That's what this tier should have been called. Tina. You know what I'm saying, Briggs?
Fuck yeah.
So, Yes, and Chad, you did get you some new stuff I'm going to have to send out. So I did forget to show that to you, though, man. In addition to, me having to wear that Myers mask by the end of the damn stream, you got some new masks yourself. So this being one of them, give me just a minute here. Check that out, Briggs.
Holy
What tier
crap.
would you put that at, baby?
That's definitely one of Rob Zombie Myers masks right there. Just among his collection, he's got one of them. I can see the hellfire shining through it.
Yes. So not only did Chad get that mask, but I'm also going to hook him up with this one, man. So check that out.
Grassman says there goes the masks in part 3.
Yeah, there's the part 3 mask right here, dude. So that is for you, Chad. Thank you for the extreme donations tonight. And you get some more perks that are coming up very soon. Like we said, Briggs has to wear a Michael Myers mask for 50 minutes flat without dying. And,
I'll do it.
But here we go, Briggs. I know you would, baby. Here we go, Briggs. Here we go. Now, let's see here. Let's see. Well, next up, so we should have 6 because I'm going to put this shit here. There we go. There's 6.
Bo's favorite movie after part 2.
Oh, my God. My ass. Get out of here. Hell yeah. Get out of here. All right, man. So, next up, we have 6. And this one, man, this is, to be honest, though, Briggs, this is one of the most brutal Michael Myers. And this mask is pretty damn soulless, too. Like, I don't hate this. Like, I think this is a decent mask.
The mask from part 6, it gives me the same vibes as the one from part 4. Like, there may not be sideburns there. It may look soulless, but it's that kind of like less intense soullessness that the 4 mask has. And in the case of the mask from 6, for me, there's some shots of it where it goes even lower than that. Like the mask just looks curious or kind of like hot. I don't know, like it's the kid brother Myers or something. It'd be a good Corey Cunningham mask.
It's the Kevin Dillon mask. His ain't mad, it's Kevin, baby. I would personally put it here at the Boogeyman.
I would go one lower, like just due to that kind of like curious innocence look it has going for it in those certain shots I mentioned. I'm going trick or treat motherfucker for the part 6
Oh, come
mask.
on, Briggs. Well, we have to agree. Okay, look at these side by side, though, man. Come on. You know this mask is badass.
Like, there's something creepier about the one from 4 and something more human about the one from 6.
All right. Well, okay. We'll leave it up to the chat. How about that shit? Since me and you are between these two, which are very close. They're very close in rankings.
It's on the cusp for me. I could live with the part 6 mask going up higher. That's definitely not the worst thing about Halloween 666.
What do you mean, Briggs? Are you gonna get in here and talk shit about Daniel Farron's masterpiece?
I don't know. Is he in here?
I think it's a safe space, Briggs. I think you're free to talk freely.
God, I don't know. Part 6 to me was like part 5 leaned heavy into the Cult of Thorn just with the appearance of the Man in Black. Like we had no idea of what was going on just taking that in the vacuum after the first 4 movies.
Yeah.
Part 6 jumped head first in that plot line. It was like so convoluted. It forgot to be scary, man.
Oh shit, there's some scary scenes in part 6. Come on, Briggs. Come on.
The one thing I remember that kind of stuck with me in part 6 was just the radio host kind of getting stabbed from the window opposite our heroes. But
yeah, well,
it just had the weakest atmosphere of any of the Halloween films. Recent entries notwithstanding.
Whoa, Briggs, come on. No, you can't. You forget there's a new trilogy out there, man. You can't be saying any of the Halloween films anymore. Like
before the remake, it had the weakest trilogy of the Halloween series. It had the original run.
Okay. Well, we'll leave it at the boogeyman.
Sharon
But
Nyberg agrees.
Sharon Nyberg agrees. Nate was saying bring it up, so it's certainly not a drop it any lower, and I think it deserves to be at the boogeyman. But
Fair.
Briggs, I'll tell you what though. Now we get onto this bastard from Halloween H2O over here.
Oh yeah, like,
And this shit looks like fucking like oddly enough, this looks like a Josh Hartnett mask that they've painted white, brother. Like, look at the goofy ass haircut.
dude, the hair and like it's got some of my same complaints from the Part 6 mask. It looks too human. It looks too emotional. Like in some of the scenes, he just looks sad or just kind of like frustrated, rather
Yeah,
than like.
well, he looks like that. He looks like that little brother character in like all those Goosebumps TV series and shit in the 90s, or like any other kid brother from the 90s, like the little kid brother from Stepmom or something. Like he looks like that shit. Like it's goofy as hell.
The fact that you can see the eyes so often in H2O is really helps bring it down for me. And the mask seems so tight at times. You can see the eyes. Sometimes it
Yeah.
looks cross-eyed, dude. It's got the same problem that Jason did in Freddy versus Jason. He just looks kind of too pitiful.
Yeah. I'm putting this at take that damn thing off, brother. Like that's a goofy ass mask. Like
it looks more like Myers than the Part 5 mask did, so I don't know how you'd order those two, but
shit,
it just looks weaker, like compared to that.
Well, I don't know. I put H5 over H2O because H5 mask is at least like scary looking. Like it looks like a Halloween mask. Like I mean like a Halloween mask, not like the Halloween series mask, but it looks like a damn scarecrow at least.
That hair just it's the death blow to that mask. And the fact that there were 3 different ones in that film and they all sucked is just sad. Like they got
Briggs,
Jim Henson's studio KNB to make one of those masks, and he I'm sure they were just like, what the fuck? We make creature effects. You want me to make a rubber mask?
Yeah, and look at this, man. J.K. brings it up, man. We can't forget the CGI mask they used in the Halloween H2O either. Like that shit.
The rubber one was worse because at least the CGI one you only saw for less than a second.
Yeah, that's true. Exactly. So, but I gotta take this rare opportunity because me and Chad Edmonds are agreeing for like probably the first time ever on the stream. He seems to be a fan of Halloween 6. And while I admit it is not a good movie, blah, 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 like I enjoy it though because it has the most brutal Michael Myers in the movie, in my opinion.
It doesn't fit Myers. That kind of brutality fits more like Jason or Leatherface to me. Like it's kind of felt like a different movie dressed up in Halloween clothes.
I liked it though. I liked how brutal he was and just brute and stuff. And you know, Chad is trying to buy. He's trying to buy a spot here, Briggs. He said he'll drop $75 if we make the Resurrection Mask S tier. Is that something?
Bribery, Chad. You're going to jail.
Yeah, he's out of here. You go straight to jail, Chad. You don't collect shit. You don't collect $200. You don't collect nothing, bro. You're done for. So now we are on the Resurrection, Briggs, and I think this mask is dog shit, though. Like, all jokes aside, because to me, this son of a bitch, I always thought, like, it looks like a gorilla or Jamie Lee Curtis, whichever one you want to throw in there. It's got that fucking stupid mouth here, like.
I can see the Jamie Lee Curtis comparison. That's kind of weird. I don't hate the Resurrection Mask, to be honest. It looks pissed off to me.
Really? You don't hate that mask?
No, like it's far from my favorite. Like, but it struck with me just how mean Michael looked throughout Resurrection. Like that's, in spite of all its shortcomings, that kind of like helped redeem the film for me. But it's not the perfect mask, not by a long shot. Like the how low the mouth goes kind of makes it look like these Who from Whoville, but
Yeah, yeah, like, yeah. Now that you say that, like, it kind of does look like the Grinch that stole Christmas or something. Kind of like the Nightmare on Elm Street remake Freddy, in a way.
yeah, it doesn't have the same emotionlessness that I associate with Myers. I don't hate it myself though. Like it's like The Mask
Yeah.
wasn't the worst thing about 6. It's not the worst thing about Resurrection either.
Well, we have um Nate says Michael's Mask and Resurrection is how he feels about the film. JK's wanting to know if I just compared Jamie Lee Curtis to a gorilla. Yes, I'm hardcore like that.
You did.
I totally did. Fuck her. Chad Edmonds says he loves The Mask, but the movie sucked, but The Mask was great.
Nice.
John Doe says it looks fine. It looks evil.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
That's the face of Michael
Chad
Myers.
Celebrating. Chad is celebrating being a member of the channel for 2 months.
Welcome, Chad. Happy to have had you for so long.
Yeah, and he's talking about when Busta Rhymes stole the mask and threw that bad boy on. You know what I'm saying? It's like. So, everything horror collector, welcome to the stream, Brother Jack Dude. Glad to have you in here. Grassman says like Jamie Lee Curtis melting or shaved off the eyebrows and then penciled them on. It's like fucking Chola Jamie Lee Curtis or something. Is this mask? I don't know, but it's like I don't know, man. Like, so everybody is saying like that. It's a good mask. You're saying you're like, I think it would be fair for me to say, Briggs, you're probably like middle of the road.
Yeah, like it's the face of Michael Myers when people are dicking around in his house is what it is.
Yeah, like, yeah, man. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna put it here at Boogeyman. I think like I can't go against the horror. Or I could drop it to Trick or Treat. I think this is appropriate, Briggs. I think Trick or Treat, motherfucker, could be appropriate for that.
That is where I would put it, Steve. If you're asking my opinion, like it's one tier above the worst.
There you go. We agree on this. I'll be damned, Briggs. I think we should do like Freddy, like Busta Rhymes from Halloween Resurrection, and just pat ourselves on the back a little bit. We're agreeing very well on this one.
There we go.
Yeah, Briggs, I swear.
We're synergizing
like
now. I don't know what's going on.
It's like that ponytail came down and you just turned into a tolerable person.
I was wondering what it'd take. Damn.
Yeah, man. You had the power the whole time. It's just it was leashed up, man. You gotta let loose, Briggs. Yeah. But here we are, man. So now we are at Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Oh yeah, the original canon's officially over now.
The original canon of the franchise. Now we're starting from a new launching point here, Briggs, and we have the Zombster. Now it starts off with this mask, which looked. There's nothing wrong with Rob Zombie's Halloween mask at all, in my opinion, but it looked stupid as hell when Baby Myers put that shit on. He's walking around with it wobbling around all over his head.
Okay, so that did look stupid, but the mask itself, like, I don't even know why they have two different ones here, because, like, they look pretty much the same. There's some very minor wear on the second one.
Yeah, so this is the one that he got his hands on in 1978 or whatever when it was Baby Myers. And this is the one when he breaks out, he returns to the home and he gets it, so it has a little more wear on it.
Mm-hmm. I'd keep them the same tier myself just because they're so damn similar.
Yeah.
Wherever we put that tier. But I think it's me personally, I think it's a really good kind of like bigger spin on the original take to match Tyler Bane's massive frame.
Yeah.
If there's one that breaks into S tier besides the original, I think it should be Zombie's Mask.
You know what? I agree. Somewhat. I agree, because you're saying if one does break into S tier, which means it's possible that this could be an A tier. I was personally going to put this at the Shape tier.
Even if it's just Baby Myers, you would put the adult one higher?
No, I would put them both at A tier over here at the Shape, man, because they are great masks, and I like how they look when they're actors and stuff, you know. But it also, like, this was the original Halloween mask is the first time we ever saw something like that. It was made specifically for the movie. Nobody could go out and get that. I mean, this is, you know what, Briggs? I'm going to say it. This was a hand job right here.
Technically, they could make it on their own if they really wanted to.
But they didn't have that inspiration. Nobody would have ever made this shit if it wasn't them, you know what I'm saying? Like John Carpenter and his crew. It's like...
But I have to ask, dude, are we keeping Zombie's Mask a tier lower just due to being less original? I mean, shouldn't it be based on what works in the movie?
Well, you're ranking the masks as a whole, and it's like, well, yeah, that's true. That's true. That is a good point, Briggs. That is a good point. What do you say, Horror Fam? Is it an S tier or is it an A tier? You know, yeah, man, and I like how, like, if you look at this mask, actually, like, he's added little details to where it looks a little, I mean, he added, like, making it look scarier without adding, like, some emotion or something to it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it just got kind of some, like, super roided out definition to it, which fits the grittier, more brutal Myers that Rob Zombie was making.
Yeah, dude, I think I'm gonna have to go with pure evil tier on this, bro.
Boom.
Because I do like that. I mean, just look at that, man. That is scary as hell. And then, of course, the weathered mask, you know, the weathered masks is once again something that Zombie really trailblazed. Like, we didn't really get that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, now you see, like, obviously the new trilogy, like, they include the weathered masks. The Scream 6 includes a weathered mask, and it's like we probably wouldn't have got shit like that without Rob Zombie doing it first.
That mask from the original tier, no matter how many times he got it, by the time the next movie started, it was always unscathed, no matter what happened.
Yes.
In Resurrection, after he woke up with the thing like melted around the back of his head, he probably would have gotten another one if the original series would have gone on.
Which is weird because Jason Voorhees' mask from the Friday the 13th franchise, they always aged it. Like, he got an axe wound in part 3, so in part 4 he has the, you know,
and it stuck around. And Chucky kept his battle scars too.
Yeah, so it's weird how they kind of treated Myers that way. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
I guess they thought it wouldn't have been scary if it showed he could be hurt, maybe?
I don't know. You know, Mustafa Akkad, maybe he just wanted a mask clean enough he could eat off of it. I don't know, but who knows? Everybody is saying, except for me, you, and Dragon Blues, man, everybody else is saying an A tier. Brian Perry, Chad Edmonds, Samuel Stokes.
I can respect that. It's kind of a purist take, but I can respect where they're coming from.
I totally can. But you know what, man? As for me and you, dude, we agreed it's got to go in S tier. Nate is saying S tier.
Yeah.
Which is pretty awesome. Now, Briggs, we move on to H2.
Mm-hmm.
And Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. And despite it being one of the worst entries in the franchise, he does introduce a new mask here. So Myers is extremely weathered in this one, and you get part of his face, which to me is cool. Like, he was willing to go the extra mile, man, and be like, look, dude, this is what that mask is going to look like after the events of the first one. And you know, there's some hits and misses with Rob Zombie's all of his movies. But one thing I will say, he was willing to try. He was willing to try something new, and he takes his art serious.
Yeah.
Despite whatever else we can say about him, his art design, I mean, not, you know,
He's
filmmaking as an art, but
true to himself.
Yeah. And I like almost like the Phantom of the Opera Myers mask, dude.
I mean, I'm glad you say that, Bo. I was afraid you were going to be a hater on that one, just because of how much you hate H2, how much I hate H2, to be honest. But the mask, the torn mask, just exposing the man underneath this immortal killer.
Yeah.
It's rugged as hell. Like,
It
it's
is
just crazy seeing like him exposed in Zombies canon.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
and doing that while he's killing, and it not just kind of like going catatonic when he's exposed. Like, I dug that. And me, I would. It's not a design I would like to see a whole traditional Halloween movie incorporate. It's not one I would like to see just say Rob Zombie's Halloween, him having that mask on through the whole thing, but it fits what's going on in H2, and I would put it in A tier. I would put it in, it's the shape.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and it's like you said, man, it's like it's rugged, which is really cool, and it exposes the man underneath. And to me, it's like it just shows you, man, like, come on. We all know that if you were out trick-or-treating, you know, just us normal folk, you know, and we ripped our mask, we would be so bummed, we'd take it off, we'd be embarrassed, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. This, I think, shows, man, yeah, half of his face is exposed or whatever, and he's still going to wear it. This mask is part of him. He's not going to take it off. It is Michael Myers.
It's part of his identity, and he's not going to sacrifice it. He's going to cling to that with a death grip.
Yeah. So I got to throw it up here at the shape tier, man. I mean, I know I want to know official letters in the chat right now where you would rank Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 mask, S through F tier. Let us know, because I see a lot of people in here saying, you know, that mask is awful. John Doe agrees with that sentiment.
Traditionalism. Bleh.
Yeah. Well, and Chad Evans is saying, die. Man, that sucked. Yeah, that was the...
I thought that was hardcore. Like, I wouldn't follow a whole series of it, but it was different. Like, there were parts of that movie I really dug.
John Doe is saying he'd put it at mid tier. Everybody else, though, pretty much. Brian Perry is saying an F. Nate is at an F. Sharon's at an F.
Look at the H2O mask and look at the H2 mask. Come on.
JK saying he'd put it at an A tier as well, though.
Nice.
Well, you know, Sharon's like, I'm going F for sure. But yeah, it's like, Chad is saying he'd go a D. He's like, I'm not going to put it at the bottom of the shit pile, but it's going to be shit light. You know what I'm saying? It might get a little bit of shit on its boot, but you know, time traveling asshole is saying F. I like the name, dude, and I haven't seen you in here, so welcome to the HorrorFam, brother. One of us now. Hit the subs.
You'll meet him in the future, Bo.
I will. One day, me and Time Traveler here, we're going to kick back and have some Appletinis.
There's a lot of controversy on the H2 mask. We're all over the place in chat.
Random Geek is saying he'd put it at mid tier. I mean, yeah, dude, this one This is a polarizing opinion here, Briggs, because we put it up here at A.
Chad, why would you go from, you would put that one at the remake mask, it looks like you would put it at A tier and you'd go D. Why the gap between the two?
Yeah. Hey, Jonas, my little cabana boy is in here. He's like, you two deserve caramel apples. I wish you'd bring me one, Jonas. Come on, where we at, bro? Come on now.
I know somebody who'd like a caramel apple.
Oh, hell yeah. Who doesn't want a caramel apple? I want one now. Jonas is hitting me with that good, and I can't take it. Bald wants to know if we own any VHS. Yes. Yes, I do. Not much anymore, and definitely not with me. I've moved out to the big Cali, so my collection is at home, but I didn't have a lot anyway. And they're kind of haggard too, because they're in like storage, and it's before like I really took care of, some of my horror collectibles. What about you, Briggs?
If I can't pick something up on DVD, I'll pick it up on VHS. I got some really obscure stuff. Barrio Boys, Jungle Heat, the original Willard for a while I all had on VHS.
Wow.
Project Metal Beast.
Damn, man. Hell yeah.
Got Howling New Moon Rising. I know you know that one.
Oh my God. You're a sick puppy, Briggs.
Mystery Woman.
Well, Briggs, here we go, man. So now we've moved on to the David Gordon Green and Jason Blum shitfest, known as Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends.
The new generation.
Yeah, TNG. These are just as good, if not better, than Texas Chainsaw Massacre for the next generation. Excuse me, and they're in the same league there. But Briggs, man, so we have the Halloween 2018 mask right here. Now I gotta ask, where would you put that bad boy?
Like the Halloween 2018 mask, it doesn't offend me. I find it very whelming. I don't like how instead of like making it look like it was actual weathered latex, they kind of made it with wrinkles on it. Like Boomer Myers or something.
It's Boomer Myers,
But it's in terms of like the expression, the shape. We're definitely trying to get close to the original design. It's just it doesn't thrill me like the original design does. I think the wrinkles make it weaker. I would put it right in the middle.
So you're saying Boogeyman?
Yeah,
yeah, it's like, I'm like, yeah, I could see an argument for saying it belongs at the shape level or it belongs at the Boogeyman level. Like,
where would you say, Bo?
I'm almost with you on it, man, because by this point, it's like, it's okay. It's okay. It's nothing trailblazing. It's not like the original mask where we had never seen anything like that. It's not like the Rob Zombie mask where it's like he's weathered it and even made it a little more evil almost, as it seems. It's like
it kind of just looks tired.
Yeah, it looks tired, and it's not that. It's like it's one like the tier where like I could walk into a Spirit Halloween and pick this up. Like it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like it looks like a mask that would just be put out by a Myers mask by some company now. Like,
yeah, like it looks like it was crafted like that rather than it getting that way.
Yeah.
So would you concur with me then? Middle of the road, dead average, Boogeyman?
Dead average, man. It's average. It looks like, some bullshit, like company tried to make like the weathered H2 mask and this is what you can buy in stores. You know what I'm saying? Like, dead average, man. Now, the OK Briggs, so where would you put the Halloween Kills mask?
That's a tougher call because that particular shot, it makes it look epic. But when you see it on the film, like how kind of cleanly it cuts from the damaged part to the regular part,
yeah,
that one don't thrill me either. Like I don't know if I'd put it slightly better or slightly worse than 2018. What do you think?
I'm same with you, man. Like, I'm glad they at least gave him some burn damage, but by this point, it's like a mixture of the movies that these masks are a part of in conjunction with the masks. It's like barely even Michael Myers anymore. By that point, it's like, so they give him a new look with this new mask. It's burnt and shit. And the movies just go way out in the left field.
Yeah. I don't think The Mask is that much of a radical departure myself. It looks kind of like more of the same from 2018. I notice they tend to shoot it a lot from the good side in kills.
Yeah. So I would probably put it mid tier to me, man. Like, just like at least they had a little bit of continuity.
Yeah.
I mean, do you agree with that, or where would you have put? Where was your gut telling you to put it?
My gut was just telling me to put it in mid tier. Like it's kind of the same deal as 2018. Really, it doesn't give me too much of a different feeling than that one. Like
Yeah.
it was appropriate for the film it was in, but it doesn't stick with me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then here we have the mask from the flashback scenes in Halloween Kills. And this looks so clean, it almost looks CGI. But to be fair, like, we have much better cameras now, much higher quality than we did in 1978. So that's probably why the mask looks much more clean. It's not as gritty and stuff, you know?
Yeah, like I wasn't planning to mention just the mask they use in the flashback scene because it's pretty much a carbon copy of the 1978 original. It was a good replica of it, I thought. Like I'd put it up there in the A tier or the S tier rather, just because it's basically the same mask.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, yeah, it's very close. It's maybe some differences with the lips I can see. I'm not positive on that. But
is it enough to really bump it down though? Is it different enough?
No. I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to figure out like what the differences are. But I mean, I mean, you could throw it up here or down here at the shape. Either way, it's a scary, terrifying mask.
Yeah, for the shape, the only reason I put it down there is just because it's basically a cameo. Like I said, I wouldn't have even mentioned it if we were just making this tier list ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah, so, well, we'll let the horror fam decide. Horror fam, do you think this mask deserves to be at A tier or S tier?
Nate says it's at D.
Nate's putting it at a D. And these comments, just so people know how they work, like if you leave a comment and I don't get to it immediately, I do bookmark those comments and we'll bring them up soon. So feel free to leave comments as we go, and I will get to them typically by the end of the stream. So Brian Perry is saying an S. Dragon Blues, however, is saying an A. Nate is saying a D. So that immediately drops it to the shape. So Jonas is saying A. Time Traveling is saying A. So I don't think there's anything it can do to get out of the shape tier at this point.
No.
Yeah.
J.K. wants to know, why did Jamie Lloyd have nightmares about Michael in the mask even before he'd
get to that
stolen the
in a little
mask?
bit, Briggs. We'll get to that in a little bit, man. JK is saying a B. Sharon is saying an S. Grassman is saying he doesn't know. He's confused. He's the new Grassman. You are the new Loomis. Congratulations. He's easily confused, Briggs. Easily confused. And now we get to Halloween Ends, Briggs, and this shot right here specific. I don't remember much about Halloween Ends because Myers is like in 5 minutes of that movie until he gets manhandled by a 15-year-old kid, and then he's crushed in an industrial mesher, and a geriatric 80-year-old woman kills him. But
we're not talking about that, Bo. We're talking about the mask.
We're talking about the mask, and it looks like from this shot, though, it looks like fake poop you could buy from Spencer's. But so I don't remember the mask all that well in Halloween Ends, if it actually looks better than this, but this totally looks like a gag gift right here. Like it even has like the shiny quality of fake poop. You know what I'm saying?
You're hating, Bo. Like I gotta disagree there. Like the Halloween Ends mask to me is kind of what I wanted out of the Halloween Kills mask. Just totally screwed up. Just because I like that wear, that battle damage that you see in like H2, and I got the same vibe from Halloween Ends. Like that.
Yeah.
That's a creepy new spin in my book. And me, I would put it up there in the shape. Like the mask, not the movie.
Yeah, the movie is the worst of the franchise. But I'm going to actually look up a picture of the Halloween Ends mask because like this is just a shitty picture here. Like,
now, try and compare it against the Kills mask while you're there.
Dude, it's hard to see. Okay, I see. He's like,
He's all the way frickin' burning hands.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, man, I could, it's like it's just one of those things, man. It's like I could put it at Boogeyman tier. Like I could see your argument for the shape tier. So, what do you think, Briggs? You said you would put it up here at the shape, right?
Yeah, it's got an identity. It looks different in itself. It looks creepy, I think.
Well, we'll let the horror fam decide. Since me and you are split between an A and a B, where would the horror fam put it, huh?
I'm just gonna say, dude, if ends up at a B, that can be the Hall of Green tier right there. That can be the Hall of Green plus Curse of Myers. Now 4 has got to go up a tier if all 3 of the Blumhouse Halloween movies are on the same place.
That's true. Hey, man. Well, John Doe is saying it's got to be A tier. Brian Perry is saying S. JK is with me. He's like, it's got to be a B. Yeah, come on, let some more votes ring out, people. A or B, where are we at? Or, whatever, but
the shape himself says the shape tier.
He does. That's, he really likes this one, so that may be where it ends up. I don't know. It's pretty crazy, but Nate is saying a C. He's saying he would drop it. Dragon Blues is saying a B. Sharon is saying a B. Time Traveler's saying a B.
Well, it looks like y'all are ganging up on me.
Yeah, Briggs is getting that smackdown, baby.
That boogeyman's reserved for Blumhouse and its abominations.
Well, Briggs, remember, man, we're not ranking the movies now. If this was the Blumhouse movies, these two right here would immediately drop to F.
God, yeah.
And this
5
one
would be in the middle.
Yeah, this one would just it would still be there. So there we go, Briggs. So we put, to give a little recap here, we put the original at an S tier, along with Rob Zombie's Halloween.
The franchise starters.
The franchise starters. At B, we put Halloween 2 Mask and the other Halloween 2 Mask, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, as well as the Halloween Kills flashback mask.
Yeah, just for not doing anything different at all.
Yeah. The Boogeyman, which is a B tier, we put Halloween 6, Halloween 4, Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends.
Yeah, and I get that because like 6, 4, and 2018, they really don't do much different. They are the Michael Myers masks in general don't get too crazy, but those 3 in particular, they're kind of the basic.
Yeah. And a C tier or D tier, whatever the hell you want to call it at this point, Halloween Resurrection Mask.
You got Whoville Myers there in D tier all alone.
Yep. And then at F tier, we have Halloween 5, the Scarecrow Myers, and Josh Hartnett Myers. Or I guess you could maybe even argue that this is Winona Ryder Myers.
Okay, I think you got it with that one, Bo. That's Winona Myers.
That's Winona Myers here, so she's gonna be searching for damn kids in the wall any minute, but
it's Michael Byers.
There we go, baby. Oh my God, Briggs. What do you think about this? We have finished.
Not quite.
Ranking.
Oh, we finished the ranking, but you've still got a task, Bo. You've still got one task for us. And I don't mean reading off the old comments either.
Oh, really?
Put it on.
What? Oh my God. Oh
Only
my
26
God.
more days till Halloween. Michael Myers.
Son of a bitch. I forgot I have to wear the Michael Myers mask. Okay, well, I'll do comments. Then I'll put the mask on, and me and you will tag team David Gordon Green and Jason Blum while I wear the mask.
God, that's what I wish Michael would have said in H2 and Kills. I wish it would have just been a goddamn rant on Jason Blum.
So, oh man. So here we go, man.
How much do you think the quality of the mask really impacts the quality of the movie? Like, you think many of those masks really kick it up? Because I think the mask in the first one definitely kicks the movie up a notch. The mask in the 5th one, if it was bare, I don't think that would have affected much at all. But H2O, something like that, better mask would have helped that movie.
I totally agree. I think, I totally agree, because they had suspenseful moments in H2O that were bastardized by the mask.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like when that is the mask that's staring back at you it's like what in the fuck? It's like, yeah, Winona Myers can't scare me, Briggs. Like,
God, it didn't have bad direction though. Like, just needed a different face.
Yeah, and like you said, like I don't think the mask would have helped Halloween 5 much better. I don't know, man.
I would have liked a more screwed up mask and Kills for sure. That would have, I think, given a little more of an identity.
Would you? Okay, so here's one because I know this is a fan favorite, and I want to ask the fans right now because this is a fan favorite. Like many people consider it to be their favorite of the franchise, but people do agree that the mask sucked ass. Had they had a better mask in Halloween 4, would that have been a better movie?
God, I've got nostalgia goggles for 4 because I think if they had changed the max, would it have been worse maybe? But if it was something like spot on accurate with the original, I think a lot of people would agree with my take that it should have probably ended at 4. Like it would have been a closed trilogy just with a gap in part 3.
See, John Doe says that he thinks Halloween 4 would have been a better movie had they had a better mask. So I mean, put it that way, Bree. Like, think about it that way. Like, if guaranteed, they would have produced a better mask for that movie.
I think it would have felt more professional, more higher budget if it was something accurate to the original mold.
Yeah, because I mean, like, think about the scenes, like, for instance, in the very beginning of the movie when he like sets up beside of Jamie's bed, and the first time she saw him, he had the mask from the original on. That would have been so much more effective. And when he's like coming through the door and he's got the knife, that would have looked so much more effective because like the mask was so different and bad that it actively, even when I was a kid, like it took you out of those moments because you're like, wait, what? Weird. Like,
I don't know. Soft disagree on that one. I thought it looked creepy. Like it didn't look the creepiest, but it still had that kind of like soulless void feeling to it.
but you know what I'm saying? Like it could have upped the quality of the movie. Like,
yeah, definitely would have looked like a higher production value.
Yeah.
Had it been like more of a defined face on the mask rather than just kind of like the human shaped sack.
Yeah. All right. Brian Perry says he watched Day of the Dead, Bloodlines, and Blackening so far in his horror marathon. Awesome, dude. Glad to hear you're keeping up with your horror movies for the greatest month out of the year. The Blackening is on my list. We'll have to talk about that once I see it. Chad Edmonds says H2O, better acting would have helped that movie. I don't really know of any like bad actors. I just know like I can't pick out any bad acting moments. It's just
it kind of felt lower tier, like kind of like I don't know, almost like TV production tier in terms of
in ways, but it's like I wouldn't necessarily attribute that to the acting.
Yeah, okay, I see it there.
You know, like I would put it on like yeah, your TV tier like is a good example. Like you could put it like fucking like a Dawson's Creek episode and it would fit right in. Like
the score, I think, really didn't help it. Like it really felt like kind of like it's the kind of score you'd expect out of a 90s fast-paced horror movie.
Cherry Falls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bald wants to know, do you like the first Alien movie? Hell yeah. Love it. Great movie.
Do you like the first Predator movie?
Yes, I do. Love the first Predator.
What about you, Bald?
Oh, you're asking him. Okay. Chad says N's Mask is S tier for the greatest S tier Halloween movie ever.
Damn,
I love the look
it more than I did.
Yeah, but Briggs, I mean, yeah, that's Chad is back to hitting the bottle. You know, I mean, clearly he's coming in soused into the stream.
He's ticked off we couldn't put the Resurrections Mask in S tier for that bribe he offered us.
Yeah. Yep, that's what it is, dude. Well, yeah, there you go. J.K. says, I didn't mind the acting in HUI. I think it was the Dawson's Creek writer that made it lame. It's there. Hey, there you go.
I mean,
there you go, man.
Can't argue with that.
So Chad says, question. Excuse me. He says, question. If people wouldn't have had such a love for Danielle Harris, would H4 have been considered a good movie? Well, I think so, because people liked H4 before Danielle Harris was really a quote unquote scream queen. Like,
yeah, that's where people got the love for her.
Yeah, that's where people got the love for her. And not only that, but she didn't, and other people in kind of her category really didn't get popular until social media became a thing either. She was just kind of someone that like people recognized, like, you know what I'm saying? But she wasn't like popular. People didn't seek out her movies because she was in them. Like, you know, once she became popular, then she got in, you know, shit like Hatchet 2 or whatever. But, you know, I agree with Briggs. I think that's why people like her so much, because a lot of people grew up with her.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing and knowing her as Jamie Lloyd in Halloween 4. Now, JK has a question. He wants to know, in some mask-related questions, why is Michael so possessed by a mask he stole from a hardware store?
I guess,
Movie
God,
magic?
man, I guess kind of is when he was a kid, he was just happy with it being a mask, but as he matured, I guess kind of his personality that his parents were instilling in him kind of fell away until it was nothing but this blank white face. So I guess that's why he goes with the plain mask every time after that initial murder back in 1960. God, I'm brain farting now. 1963, 53.
I can't even remember, man. Like,
yeah, it's just
63.
Like zombies, Halloween, it's his own different beast. But the original timelines, Michael Myers, I don't think he'd go back to another mask unless it's to trick somebody like he did with Spitz.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, Linda Vanderklok, the ghost sheet.
Yeah, hell yeah. So, and JK wants to know, why did Jamie have nightmares about Michael in the mask even before he had stolen the mask? Ooh. There you go, Briggs. You go ahead and take that one, bud.
She's a prophet. That's all I can say there. She's got the gift.
She has the shinnin.
She's got a connection with Michael, you know. She can sense what kind of mask he'd be going for. And she knew it'd kind of be a low tier copy of the last one.
Yeah, there you go. And Grassman brings up a topic that I know is near and dear to Briggs' heart. He says, I watched the Basket Case movies this past week, and the beginning of part 3 is a little bit effed up.
Wait, the beginning of part 3, I mean, God, are you talking about the flashbacks to part 2, or what, Dwayne being institutionalized in Granny Ruth's place? Or are you talking about a little bit later when we see Eve's water breaking?
Ooh, see, Briggs is all over these Basket Case movies. The secret is he is Belial. He grew up to be a YouTuber.
I've been taking hormones since then. That's why my arm's not gimpy anymore.
Yeah, Briggs is he's on the injections. He's on the juice.
Basket Case is such a charming trilogy to me for how disturbing it is. Like, don't tell Bo it's one of my favorite franchises.
What? Briggs, we're going this route, man? Come on, dude.
I'm a little bit of a Basket Case myself, Bo.
Yeah, you are. Oh, my God. Well, I'll tell you what, Briggs. You entertain the group. You can dance, sing, play,
What are you
skip.
doing, Bo? What are you
Getting the
doing, Bo?
mask on, Briggs. I'm getting the mask on.
And then we're gonna go Redneck Randy.
We're gonna go Redneck Randy, baby.
Shit. What do I do?
Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream.
Oh my
Make
God, he
him the
sings.
cutest that I've ever seen.
Oh
Give
man.
him two lips like roses and clover, and tell him that his lonesome nights are over. Sandman, I'm so alone. I ain't got nobody to call my own. So please turn on your magic beam. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream.
Briggs, what are you doing, dude? That's another $10, bro. Come on.
I'm buying you time, Steve.
Thanks,
You should do the
Briggs.
quick change by now.
Let me turn into my Winona Myers mask, bro.
All right, I'm gonna have to do another one then.
Love hurts. Love scars.
There we go. Oh
Briggs,
God, I'm scared.
I didn't even tuck the mask in.
You're like the mix between part 5 and the glasses he stole from part 1.
Dude, this is my own Myers design, bro. You like this shit? Look.
It's got the Tramer hair and it's got the Boomer Myers wrinkles. Oh my God.
It's the last fucking Myers that could afford to live in a house, bro. Like,
God, dude, we got to hear the breathing. We got to hear the breathing now.
dude, there's some. Hey, dude, I should start up an OnlyFans where I just breathe into the mic as Michael Myers and just. I think that's the route I should take with the channel, dude.
Dude, you want that Happy Halloween goal to be funded lickety split, or do you want to draw it out for a bit? That's the real question.
That's true. That's true. Oh my God, Briggs. So now we have to talk about David Gordon Green.
David Gordon Green. Who told you could write horror?
Yeah, and that piece of shit, Jason Blum.
Who told you could produce horror? You got famous off of Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, David Gordon Green looks like fucking Ellen DeGeneres smelling a piss jug.
That goes double for Danny McBride, Bo. Don't forget that. Like, dude's got a writing style, like evidenced by Kills. He's got a writing style that's like Mad Libs. Like half of that movie was just fill in the blanks characters doing X action before they get killed.
Oh my God. Yeah, like Danny McBride looks like a fucking great value Jonah Hill anyway, so I don't even want to hear his bullshit. You know what I'm saying, Briggs?
Yeah, I know what you're saying, Bo.
Let me tell you something, Briggs.
Yeah?
Jason Blum looks like one of those dudes who would watch porn that he would be embarrassed if his wife found out what it was. Like some shit where like innocent women like get stuck in dishwashers or something. Like
Bobbio gets hit in the face with a bird.
Yeah, that's what Jason Blum looks like. Jason Blum looks like after he takes his dog for a walk and his dog takes a shit and he picks it up in his little poo-poo bag, he smells the bag before he ties it closed. You know what I'm saying?
That dog poo-poo bag is a perfect metaphor for what the Exorcist trilogy or our new one's going to be. He's taking a big, long whiff of that before he shows it to us.
David Gordon Green looks like he does a curtsy before he takes a piss.
David Gordon Green looks like he squats over the pot when he takes a shit.
David Gordon Green looks like he fucking turns off the lights before he has sex with the lady and only pulls his pee-wee through the trap door in the front of his trousers. You know what I'm saying?
Those clothes are a part of him, dude. He doesn't take them on and off. They morph to fit what he's doing today. Smarmy jackass.
David Gordon Green looks like he lays down on the bed and lets his wife put his pants on for him.
Jason Blum looks like his hair hasn't grown in the last 3 years.
Jason Blum looks like he eats Cheese Whiz analgesically.
God damn, dude.
Jason Blum looks like he drinks out of the back of the toilet bowl.
Jason Blum looks like he sleeps underneath the mattress.
Jason Blum looks like his favorite cereal is Wheat Bran.
Jason Blum looks like he unplugs the lights to turn them off. He unscrews the light bulb, says DOD.
That's why I had to switch to damn LED so he doesn't burn his fingertips, man. Look what I started to do. Jason Blum looks like he got his hands on a fucking franchise and ruined it, Briggs.
Yeah, he looks like he's got his hands on at least 3 franchises he's ruined now, counting his own.
Jason Blum looks like he sprays jupe on his penis.
God. Dude, I tell you, Jason Blum would not make the best Amityville movie to come out in the last 20 years.
No, he wouldn't. David Gordon Green looks like he wears edible panties.
God, you can eat anything that's wearing that David Gordon Green is wearing. It's so soft by this point, you can just rip it right off.
Oh my God, Briggs.
Jason Blum is what happens when hillbillies start to not turn down farm animals. Thank you, Chad.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's so fucking hot in this mask, Briggs.
Has it been 5 minutes, Bo?
Yes.
Take it off then, dude. Take it all off.
Help me, Briggs.
Which hand do I use?
Briggs, quick, entertain the horror fam again.
Do the hustle.
Oh my
Spooky,
God, that's
scary
fucking hot.
skeletons and shivers down your spine.
Briggs, entertain them.
I said I wasn't going to do this till we hit 300, Bo. God, make this quick.
Oh my God.
Doing this as hard as I can without ruining our one Talk Horror short, or 2 apparently, one of our 2 Talk Horror shirts. Try not to
Oh my God. Look how red my face is. Holy shit. You can see the perspiration.
Dude. How did that thing not slide off in 2 seconds? I should have heard that thing sliding off your head.
Dude, number one, it's latex, and I just shaved my head, so it like stuck to it.
Oh.
But, yeah, but also my AirPods fly out. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
God, that sucks.
Damn. Oh my God, Briggs.
Did you see Werewolf Briggs, Bo?
Huh?
Did you see Werewolf Briggs, Bo?
I did see Werewolf Briggs.
Good.
Oh my God.
Didn't even have to pay that extra $115 now.
Yeah, we need $115 here for Werewolf Briggs. He'll remove his mask and reveal his true form.
I'm the only bald werewolf, guys.
Let me ask you a question, Briggs, because now that I've seen the original Exorcist in theaters, thank God I don't have to go see The Exorcist Believer to say I've seen an Exorcist film in theaters.
I'll excuse you for not going back in time. You saw the one you should have seen in theaters, Bo.
Yes.
We'll pretend it happened in 1973. Everybody else was fainting and vomiting all around you, and you just laughed. You just had tears of joy going down your face.
Oh my God, yeah, dude. We had like a group of probably like 16-year-olds behind us. Oh. And dude, they totally got jump scared. And then they actually got scared. And then after the movie, they just sat there and talked about how much they liked it.
Beast. God, glad to see some 16-year-olds have an appreciation for horror cinema, for the classics, better than people laughing their ass off during the finale of Phantasm.
Oh, what? People were laughing during the finale of Phantasm?
There were no words that could express my disappointment. No words.
I was the only son of a bitch, so except for Dragon Blues. She left me hanging at the end in a way, but at the beginning of the film, when it shows the title card, I started clapping. She clapped with me. And at the end of the movie, I stood up and gave it a standing ovation. And, you know, she clapped too, but nobody else stood up with me, Briggs.
Dude, God, that's your connection with the movie. That nobody would fucking blame you for how much of an impact it's had, how much acclaim it's gotten over the years. This is so many people's scariest horror film of all time. Like that stand was warranted. Like somebody had to do it, and you had to be the one, buddy.
Yes. But let me ask you this, Briggs. Because, like, I knew, talking about Exorcist Believer, I knew that, like, me and you have talked about how Blumhouse, like, we immediately knew when that was, oh God, Dragon Blues, don't bring that up now. Come on. Nobody call attention to that latest comment there, Briggs. That I did not spill popcorn all over her, literally all over her. That was not me.
Yeah, you vomited it all over her like pea soup.
Dude, I was so stoked. I was like, I have to have popcorn for this movie. Like, I want it to be the perfect trip. And at AMC Theaters, they released a special popcorn bucket that's reusable just for Halloween. And I was like, I want that.
Nice.
And fuck, as soon as the movie started, like, I picked up that shit and just spilled it all over her.
That's
sad. I spilled like half the bucket all over Dragon Blues and just...
God, what a bummer. I bet you were worried about that for the first, like, 10, 15 minutes of watching.
Not at all. Not at all. She might have been, but I was like, hell yeah, The Exorcist. Woo!
Cold.
Can't help it, man. Hey, but let me ask you a question, Briggs.
I think Nate's got a question for you after that, dude.
No, well, yeah, I'll get to it, but The Exorcist Believer, as soon as it was announced, we knew exactly what the movie would look like. We knew what the cast would look like. We knew what your storylines are going to be. We knew Blumhouse's limitations. How much of a panic do you think Jason Blum was in when he realized that this is a movie based around Christianity?
So we're assuming he's never watched the film prior to actually deciding to produce this trilogy.
knowing like how diverse and shit he want, and like how PC and all that, like how much of a panic do you think he was in when like he's like, oh shit.
That's, oh my God. I would have.
But can you see that? Like, can you see, like, you don't think about it, and now you're like, oh fuck, Jason Blum, how is he going to make the Exorcist believer, all encompassing, all are welcome.
Like I can't imagine he didn't know it was about Christianity. I thought dude was just naive. He thought people would eat it up like they eat up everything he puts out.
But I mean, yeah, fair enough. But Blumhouse is like known for their super diversity. So I was wondering, like, how much of a panic do you think he was in when he was like, "Oh shit, we can't." Okay, let's see.
We can't pass a inherently Catholic story off as all death is universal to
Yeah.
all faiths and all non-faiths. I really cringe just thinking about what a betrayal of the spirit of the original novel and the original film that we're going to
Mark
be
my
in for.
fucking words. Mark my words. He's going to do something in that shit. Like there's going to be something. There's going to be something to make it more diverse or something. You watch.
Something like very bland and very non-denominational, very inoffensive. That not saying the original material is offensive, but
Yeah.
engineered to make sure that it offends absolutely no one.
Yeah, or they bring in shit to where it's like, oh, this isn't just this is everybody's well coexist. I guarantee it. Mark my fucking words. That is in that movie.
Kind of a bastardization, not even kind of what William Peter Blatty wrote.
Yeah. Like that just hit me today. I was thinking about that, after seeing it last night, and Blumhouse's MO is very generic and specific. So I guarantee you. Well, you see what I'm saying, though?
That's one of the first things I thought of when this was announced, honestly. Like, how are they going to make it? Why did they choose, of all franchises, to follow up The Exorcist? Were they that brash to think that they could do that and just kind of churn out something without a faith-based, like, background, without anything to say that's specific to the Christian faith?
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying, Dragon Blue says, to be fair, there are Catholics of every race and ethnicity. That's not what I'm saying. Like
but not of every belief system, and The Exorcist isn't for every belief system.
Yes, that is exactly what. Like they're going to have either they're going to do that, Briggs, like play that shit down to where it's not like rooted in Catholicism. Or they're going to play something else, like they're going to bring in other religions, or other something to where, and those religions have power over this entity to where it's not limited to Catholicism.
Yeah,
like I just thought
I guess really like The Exorcist is one of those films you couldn't make today.
At least not by Blumhouse.
But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I'm waiting for the Vatican to condemn this one and remove their just retcon their condemnation of the original Exorcist.
Yeah, Dragon Blue says, that said, I totally agree that they never should have touched this, and 100% agree. Like they're gonna do something to where guarantee it. Like they don't have the balls anymore to this is about this group of people and that's okay. Like those people exist. Like instead it's got to be a damn fairy tale world where
it's got to be a story that not only everybody can empathize with, but it's got to be something that applies personally to everyone. Like it's like beyond even not offending people, it's like in an effort to make the film more marketable. And that's, I hope Jason Blum realizes that's gonna bite him in the ass. Like this is not a movie that's gonna make bank in China.
Well, I don't know, man. I would say it's Jason Blum's thing is getting these properties and making money off of just the name, and it's going to be really hard for an Exorcist film within that franchise to flop. Like, people are going to go see it just because of that name,
Right.
and that's hard, man.
So, Daughter of Death wants to know, who would you deem worthy to remake or add a sequel to The Exorcist that's working now?
It would have to be someone that has some courage, we'll say. Someone that's not willing to bend the knee and
say they should really pull from somebody outside of genre filmmaking. They should make if anybody should direct follow up to The Exorcist, it should be somebody who's done dramatic films, like films on the subject of faith. Somebody who did The Two Popes or Doubt.
I don't know, man. It's really hard. It's really hard to go in on that. I mean, because some of the people I'm thinking of who are kind of doing different things are a little bit wordy. You know what I'm saying? Like Quentin Tarantino, for instance, could no, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, he is different. Like, he's clearly willing to try and not to pleasure motherfuckers. Like, he'll come out and do his own thing, is what I'm saying. But he's too wordy. Lars von Trier is another one, but he can get a little bit too subtle,
cynical too,
and cynical. Yes. I don't know, man. It would have to be someone that is willing to. It's not only the director, it has to be who the director is willing to bring in and really take consultation from. Because the original Exorcist was such a team effort. It wasn't just William Friedkin who made The Exorcist. He brought in the fucking writer, William Peter Blatty's he's on the set. Hell, he's in the movie.
Sure. It's got to be a stacked cast and crew to make a worthy follow-up to a film like The Exorcist.
And you can't have egos going into it. Like, none of these people, when The Exorcist was made, like Ellen Burstyn's, a legendary actress at this point. Max von Sydow's a legend. Linda Blair. Then they weren't. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And William Friedkin, they didn't have these egos. They were willing to listen to each other. They were willing to take direction. They were willing to work together to try and make something great. Yes, you need an excellent script, and that's another thing. It's like,
absolutely.
I don't think you're going to get. I think that's another part of it where whoever writes the script needs to be willing to take direction. They need to put in the work and get the theology correct. They need to get every aspect of that story correct, because the original did. So that's my take on it. It's going to have to be somebody who's not a one-man crew. Like Jason Blum and David Gordon Green, they're very corporate, very yes men type of individuals. Nobody's going to go to Jason Blum like we talk about him here on the podcast and be like, dude, you're a fucking idiot. Like, you don't deserve it. Like, nobody's going to do that to him.
And if they did, he just goes blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. I'm not listening. I'm not listening. Yeah. So,
God. But what about if Mel Gibson was at the helm, dude?
Mel Gibson, I'm seeing Grassman throwing him out there, and it's like, he could do it. He could do it because Mel Gibson has already faced the damn ferocity of Hollywood in full force. And he's not afraid of it.
Well, I mean, I can't argue with you there. I don't know if he's the right fit for The Exorcist, but he's another one who's that true to himself.
He's true to himself. I don't know how well he would work with others and listen to them, but I think that would be because you need somebody competent. Mel Gibson's a competent filmmaker for sure, and he's willing to put in the work. It's just you got to be, in addition to that, willing to take direction and listen to stuff. You know, it's like, for instance, you know, a problem David Gordon Green, Danny McBride, Jason Blumhouse, and that whole trio have, and something that I'm seeing, you know, on Facebook, I've seen a couple posts from like the Exorcist Believer or whatever, and people are like, man, it's a love letter to the original. It's like, I don't need a goddamn love letter to the original. It's 50 years fucking old. It's existed for 50 years. It's not something that it's not like the goddamn Titanic that sank and, you know, 700 fucking people survived it and all we have are their stories. It's like, no, bitch, I literally went and watched it in theaters last night. I don't need a fucking love letter to it. I don't need a generic sum up or any of that shit. Yeah. Like, make a movie. Make your own movie. Make your own entry.
Make it stand on its own 2 feet.
Yeah. So, Dragon Blues is saying Denis Villeneuve. I'm not familiar with him.
He's the guy that made Dune.
Oh, there you go. There's somebody who's very visual and not afraid to that doesn't need to beat you over the head with their shit. They're not afraid to make a lengthy movie and tell the story that they want to tell.
Right.
So that's cool. Chad, I would like to thank you for coming in tonight, man. Talk horror, baby. Talk horror all month, son. And, you know, hey, thank you so much for the huge donations. Thank you for celebrating 2 months of being a member. Really
Talk
appreciate
torture,
it,
Chad.
man. Talk torture.
Have yourself a good night.
Yes, yes. And yeah, man, so that's, you know, that's what I would say. You know, it was just a point that I wanted to bring up. I was like, Briggs, I didn't even think about this, man, but you know, it hit me and I was like, I want to see if Briggs agrees that, like,
yeah, wholeheartedly. Like,
you know,
this is going to be a train wreck and we're going to get 2 more of them.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, this one has, the reviews are so bad that they may not be willing to risk 2 more of them. Like, it may have derailed that. I don't know. But we'll see. But yeah, I mean, you know, clearly the point I was trying to make was like, Jason Blum buys these properties and then the story is an afterthought because we know their MO over there. And he's like, how the hell can we fit that in league with our formula?
Yeah. God. And the formula is not why these films work. There's the reason the films create the formula and not the other way around. Like, can you tell me what established formula the original Exorcist was based on? Like, you can make an argument about the original Halloween, but if you look at something like Black Christmas or the Spiral Staircase, but that's not what it made it successful.
Yeah.
And there was so much like those movies.
Well, it's like DOD says here, man. And yeah, I totally agree with you. It's like, yeah, it's like, what the hell inspired The Exorcist? But you can clearly see what the hell The Exorcist inspired. It's just like The Twilight Zone. Like, there will never be anything else like that. Like, The Twilight Zone changed the world. It's inspired virtually everything that we see. But it's like DOD says here, we can hope it got derailed, but I doubt it. I'm just hoping, so there's only so much money it can make during opening weekend, and the reviews have been particularly brutal, and I'm just hoping that detracts people from going to see it in theaters, because I won't be, you know, I just won't. Like, I cannot support anything they've done at all. Like, they cannot trick me into that.
God.
So, and Dragon Blue says that Denis Villeneuve has also directed Sicario and Arrival, which, if you haven't seen those are pretty damn solid, especially Sicario.
Blade
And
Runner
Sicario had some
2049
damn.
too.
Oh, go ahead, brother.
I was just saying Blade Runner 2049 too.
Oh yeah, and Sicario had some damn balls in it, so he's willing to get his hands dirty. But yeah, so I guess I'm gonna wrap this up, Briggs. It's taken us 2 hours,
and we were just ranking the masks.
And we were just ranking the masks. I mean, it's been a while though. We haven't had you on here, and
it's been
we're going to
great
have to do
talking horror with you again, sir.
Yes, sir. It's been a while, man, and I can't wait to get you back on. And look at baby Jason carving his punky. Link in the description below to all the Talk Horror merch you could ever want, my friends. And after all this talk about The Exorcist, Briggs, that is the movie that I will be watching for the members only live stream coming up Sunday, October 8th.
Nice.
Same time as always. So for you members out there, make sure you come on. We'll watch The Exorcist together. And if any of you aren't a member, hey, $1.99 gets you a seat in the Theater of Bo. So if you become a member, you can join in this Sunday and we'll watch The Exorcist together. So I appreciate all of you coming in here. Yeah, Grassman saying it's good to see you, Briggs. We missed you, baby.
Oh, I'm so glad y'all were happy to see me again and my long flowing locks. It's been wonderful talking horror with y'all as well. I hope to do another one up here in the live stream with Bo again, and we hope you guys will all join us.
I'll tell you what, Briggs, we might have to have us a little Halloween special.
Ooh.
Woo! Yeah, I got some good topics lined up for the month, man. So we can get you on here for another one if you're up for it. Can we get Briggs to commit to another one before he hops off?
Let's do you guys want to see me twice in a row? Because just saying, next Thursday the 12th would be a wonderful day to have me on.
Whoa.
I kind of got half the day to myself.
Wow, and Brian Perry is singing your praises, man.
Oh, let me sing Brian Perry's praises right back.
Oh my god, dude, you're like fucking Maggie and Angel in the Outfields, bro. That's a lovely voice.
Blind Maggie.
Yeah, J.K. singing your praises, dude. I love it. Yeah, I think my next podcast, man, might be Five Nights at Freddy's, which I am not familiar with at all.
Okay, so you're not seeing me on the 12th. I'm not familiar with Five Nights at Freddy's.
Dude,
myself.
That's the whole point of that. That's the whole point of that podcast. Like, we'll just have to. I'm gonna have to figure out what the hell it's about.
Try and get it.
Yeah, like we'll both just sit here and try to rack our brains. Like, what in the hell is this about?
Let's play it. Let's play as much as we can on the 12th.
You want to, Briggs?
Oh yeah. Whenever one of us fails horribly, let's pass the controller back and forth between us.
We might have to lock that. Well, I won't even be playing it. I'm just going to explain the story and what it is because I have no clue. Like if it's just games or I know they're making the movie and
spin-off novels by this point. They got like different kinds of games.
I've seen
turned
books.
into a juggernaut.
Yeah, there's like books and everything.
Rip-offs. Like, Willy's Wonderland.
Yes, Willy's Wonderland. So, who knows, brother? But, yeah, like I said, man, I appreciate every single one of y'all for coming in here. Thank you for hanging out with us for the past 2 hours. Thanks once again to Nate Blanche, Random Geek, Chad Edmonds, you guys. I mean, you put your money where your mouth is, baby. You're supporting the big TH. And guess what, Briggs? I get to go meet Kevin Tenney Saturday. So all this freaking money is going right to that.
Beautiful.
So, I am
visionary
stoked.
Director.
Yes.
If any of y'all on the chat have not seen Night of the Demons yet, first, how dare you? Second, watch that shit immediately. Like, it's October, man. It's prime time to introduce yourself to Night of the Demons.
Yes. Dude, and Random Geek, please come in during the Five Nights at Freddy's stream and help us figure that shit out. We have no idea what we're talking about, so we'll need all your guidance.
You're going to love us more than Markiplier talking about this series, I promise.
Yes. All right, my friends. Until Sunday for you members out there, or until next week for non-members, look horror, listen horror, talk horror. Yes. Thank you for being with us, Briggs, and thanks, everybody. Good night, baby.
Night, Bo.